Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. I woke up this morning. How is everybody doing? There's nobody here right now, I know. And most likely, it probably won't be, because I just don't have the audience for that. But I figure, why not use my own platform to discuss things? First off, I want to do something. I don't have enough time to do this, but let's do something here. Let's put do not disturb on this thing here. Turn that off. Where's my do not disturb? Do not disturb. Okay. Um, let's do something here. First off, let's see if I can do this here. I think I need to open up another one. How do I do this? Okay, let's see if I get this right. I was listening to a hangout this morning from Tucker, and he wants to say that although I don't agree with everything that's been going back and forth, I figure why not put in my own information here? I find something. Let's see if I can get this right here. Let me see if I can open up another window. How do I do this? Do I do share screen? No. I open up another window. I think I open up another window. Oh, here we go. Are we here? Am I opening up another window? I'm actually rather disgusted at everything. So, does Carfax give previous owners names? Okay. Shoot. Okay, this is not how it works. Damn, did I just get, oh no, out. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Hey, Sean. Oh, that's fine. This is what I wanted to do here, I think. Why made it, oh, shit, what did I get myself here? Damn it. Okay, move this one. Okay. Why am I, oh, my headset's off. Why am I hearing this? Oh, man. What did I do? No, I'm not. Am I here? Yeah, okay. So, and everybody can do this. I agree, M. Turner. I agree. And I'm trying to do, and I don't know how to do it. Okay, let's see how I can do this. I'm trying to do a split screen, but I can't figure out how to do it. If anybody, okay, let's do it this way. If anybody was to go into their Google search, right? Does Carfax give previous owner's name? Okay. It says here, on a Carfax, vehiclehistory.com and cardetective.com to look up information on a car's history, such as accident history, but you will not find a previous owner's name. I know, Shauna, trust me. If I could, I would. And I had this, but it's been so long since I've done this that I can't remember how to do it. Let's see if this is the way. Okay, hold on. Is that the way? Oh, wait. I think this is the way. Okay, hold on. I think I figured it out. Okay. Um, Give me a second here. I think I have to come in under another name. Oh, return to dashboard. Okay. Enter studio. Give me a second. Enter studio. Okay. Mute. Add to stream. I think I got myself. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's see if I can do this here. Let's make it bigger. Okay. So I'm going to, you know what? I think I need to mute this. Okay, I'm back. I think you guys can see me now. As you can see here, it says right here in the middle, Carfax sites. Can I find previous owners to my car? But this is from Carfax here. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong because I didn't really like exactly. But this is a copy of how to read a. Okay. As you can see, I don't do this often. Okay, we can do this. Samples of a Carfax report. There we go. Go into images. So we're going to see a sample of one. Okay. Okay, sample of a car history report. Okay, this is the one I was looking for. Let's see if I can zoom it in. Are y'all there? Oh, let me say hi to everybody. Hi, I'm Turner. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Lake. Hi, whoever else is out there in Google land. So, let's see, I don't know if I can zoom this one in. Okay. Okay, if you see here, it'll give you the information on the car. Let's see, can I just make this bigger? Okay. Trying to find a better one. Sorry, guys, I wasn't prepared for this. I just kind of like jumped in. Okay, samples here. Okay, here's a sample. Okay, this one's from Experian. Damn it. Damn it, Gina. But anyways, you guys can do your own research on this. I just find it um crazy how, let's go back to my own view. How, hey, just lurk in. It's okay, no worries. Um, I just find it, and this goes out to Tucker. I don't care about the money. I didn't donate. I didn't so I have no nothing, what's the word? Nothing in the battle of the monies. Do I wish that you would show proof and finally put an end? Well, hopefully everything works out. Lurking, I hope it's just a checkup. But all this could be put to an end if you would just finally, once and for all, show the official document from St. Jude's, and all this would be done. Stellar would probably come back and apologize, do whatever, and you could go on your merry little way, continue doing what you need to do. Instead, you are dragging people. People are risking getting doxxed. They're fearing for their safety. Okay, that's good. They're, risking, you're risking their lives for your own macho sit on your high horse and not, hi Maxine, and not give out the information that requested. You say that Stellar is out to channel build, that he's looking for views. Last time I checked, you made 9 videos to the topic. 9. Stellar did 1 video, and he did 1 on Randy and Diane's. That's 2 to your 9. Who's the one channel building? Huh, dear sir? Who's the one channel building? I would say it's you. You're the one out for views. Because even though you say, oh, only 200,000 people get something, you know what, kind sir? You are getting something from YouTube for every 1,000 views that you get. So I could say the same about you. You could be doing the exact same thing of wanting to profit off of all this. And in the same time, you have friends, people that truly care and cared for you, fighting, arguing, and bickering back and forth, threatening other people for something that you could prove very quickly. But you know what? For all of us who don't have, are on the outside looking in, because, if we do go in and comment anything, anything that is opposite to you, you unwrench them and block them. You know what that says? That you are guilty. You're guilty. Right now, I'm sitting here on my throne saying you're guilty because one, you're not showing the proof. You're the one who's going on for hours on end talking about it, making up stories about a boat, throwing Stellar onto the bus, allowing people in your side chat to insult him and call him names because you're petty people, i.e., Chris Nomadic Ninja, the ignorant, racist person that he is, and you allow him to. Why? Do you need, you need people to fight your battles? Come on, dude. Show the proof and all this would be done. But as the time goes on and the clock ticks by, you're just showing more and more that you're guilty. And if we were in a court of law, by the preponderance of the evidence and the fact that you're not speaking out in your own defense, really, you're not showing any evidence, a jury of 12 would most likely find you guilty. You know, I cried for you. And you know what? Let's go back. And again, this has nothing to do with the money. Yeah, I know. I saw that scene. I heard. Bashed him, the no, I'm not gonna insult. But he insulted me because he said I have a small channel. Last time I thought I saw, your channel wasn't that much bigger than mine, dumbass. Since you like to call everybody a dumbass, I will do the same. Stellar is the nicest, kindest, most gentlest, honest man I've ever known. I've gotten to know him a lot more in the past few weeks talking to him on the phone. Joe is a man of integrity and I respect him. Boyd News Network, I completely agree with you on that. And he's very soft spoken. And I don't see him dragging anybody the way that Tucker is. And I am ashamed that I was associated at one point with Tucker. I sat on calls with him when he was in the hospital. Do I disagree with the fact that he had a heart transplant? No, he had a heart transplant. That's fine. But you know what my problem is? Do you know what my biggest problem with you, Tucker, is? Is that there are people out there in the world that are on their deathbed. Do you remember when you were on your deathbed? When you were sitting there crying and upset because you didn't know if your heart would give out at any moment? Think of the people that are sitting in those beds right now in the same situation that would give anything, anything to get that call that a heart has been received. Mind you, somebody has to give up doesn't give up, loses their life to give you that amazing, wonderful gift. And whether the cigarette, and then you go and have a cigarette. Mind you, you say that video was in November, even more so. Even more so in November, which was closer to the time that you got your heart transplant. You have the the gall to go and light a cigarette and then stupidly get caught. Do you know what that cigarette is doing to that beautiful, wonderful, healthy heart? Just because you didn't have any rejection doesn't mean anything. You had nothing affect that heart transplant. And then you go and smoke. And having a couple of drinks is okay. But you know what? Getting drunk and disseminating the very thing that heart transplant is and was is utterly disgusting. And in hindsight, well, I better not say what I was going to say. I'm broke. Nobody can hit my cards for anything. You know, and, you know, the sad thing is that this has put a humongous rift in the so-called Boyd community with something that you could clear up in a matter of seconds. Yeah, I know, Shauna. I smoke too, so I'm no one to talk. But it's, like I said, I didn't donate anything. But why don't you show the receipt there, Tucker? Just show it. Show the invoice number. Show the transaction number. Show the live opening of the email. Excuse me. And all this would be done. All this would be done. And the fact about the loan that Stellar gave you brought that up. None of us, no one of the hundreds of people that are in Boyd would have ever known about the loan had you not said anything. But you say you don't read emails and you don't read hangouts and you don't read green rooms, but isn't what you did the same thing? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Because you know what? That was a private and personal thing that went on between you and Stellar. And all right, Sean, I love you. Be good. We'll try to be good anyways. I try, but I can't. But anyways, I don't know. I don't listen to him anymore as much as I used to because the vile things that come out of his mouth have been so disheartening that it hurts. It truly hurts to hear the things that are being said. There's a link if anybody wants to come up. I don't expect it. But, I'm sure there was a friendship there. And I do know how friendships can turn. And what's funny is that from a young age, I taught my child, and she'll tell you straight up, exactly, Boyd News. It does hurt. And, I tried going into Tucker's chat this morning, and of course, I got blocked. I got blocked by, his staunch supporters. Love that word, especially now in the election area. But, you know, like I said, I'm really no one out here. I'm just a really small person that started channel building on a joke. But I've come to Boyd and I've met some amazing people, and I see the rift that is being created amongst everybody here. And it's literally the pick sides. And if you don't pick the right side, you're either shunned. It is that smug and condescending attitude. But again, I really truly think that now, you know, in my humblest of opinions, by seeing the facts, seeing the lack of facts, I take the side. Right, Coco Lupe. And he won't. And the sad thing is that, then come out and admit it. I've seen so much crap and so many things of people in the Boyd that their past has been, forgiven in a sense. If you did take the money, it had to have been for a good reason. Then give the reason. I'm sure that people, will shun you for whatever reason, but there's a reason that you needed the money. You know, I don't know what it was. I don't, but just say what you got to say. Stop hiding behind a picture of driving through LA, which, you're giving people the feel that that's what really LA looks like, but it doesn't. Alice Lupa says the fact that he's been this obstinate over sending money to a children's hospital is disgusting enough. With these types of donations, it's normal to be accountable. Agreed. Allie says, I only judge a person by their actions, and Seller has shown me a caring, honest, and genuine person. Tucker has shown his in, in, indignant, sorry, indignant attitude. I don't like words that can be used two ways. I'm trying to dig it. Here it is. So Maxine says, from what Kathy says, her cousin found all paper trail of the 7G donation. Well, then, whose paper trail? Oh, the cousin oh yeah, she has a cousin that's a lawyer that works for St. Jude's. I haven't seen it. Then why all this? Okay, then. So if the paperwork was found, okay, let's put it this way. If the paperwork was found and it's there and he has it, then show it. And then all of this is over, but then he is doing the smear campaign then. Right? Like, I believe, Maxine, what you say from what Kathy says, but yeah, exactly. Kathy needs to show the proof. Well, Kathy doesn't. Tucker needs to. Or a letter, well, yeah, or a letter on St. Jude's letterhead. Well, that could be done. Well, or you know what? A simple phone call. A simple phone call to her cousin, who is an attorney, and then show the proof and discuss the situation. Kathy says Kathy has not said anything because Kathy is under an attorney-client privilege obligation. Kathy has said nothing. There you go, Kathy. Read that for you. I know she had a cousin. I don't know. I'm just talking proof. I'm just going on what I know. But thank you, Kathy, for clearing that up. I greatly appreciate it. That sounded really bad. I hope you didn't hear it. I'm trying to put lotion on my hands. But Kathy, being that you're under client privilege, and I think you could, I don't know if you can answer this, but I don't know how where's Trish in the conversation? Did I miss something? You know, everybody is throwing out, let's talk about this. Trish and I have been friends for many, 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 many years before she came to the Boyd. Okay. And I have not discussed the situation with Trish. But the fact that somebody would throw out Trish into this isn't fair. Sadie, I wouldn't, how can I can't, okay. Sadie, um, Kathy isn't a part of this. Kathy is, and I don't like that comment because I know that Tucker, Kathy doesn't work that way. Kathy is not that type. Okay. And I know Trish isn't either. Okay. So I've known Kathy for a very long time. You know, the thing about Trish, I can't speak on the thing about Trish because honestly, I haven't spoken to her about the situation. But who brought Trish into this conversation? It was, I believe, Dave the Fisherman throwing it, or no, it was Boris. Okay. I was there. I was talking to Trish regarding the whole roof issue. Okay. She didn't get her roof replaced. She didn't get it replaced. She got it repaired, from what I was told when I was there on the phone listening to the workers on the roof. I do know more to that, and I don't know if Kathy's okay with me explaining that. That's between Trish and I haven't talked to Trish about this, like I said, and I don't want to, go over anything. But my thing is with Trish and everybody is the fact of don't threaten if you don't have information. But okay, Kathy, would you not agree if the information's out there that the money was donated, this would put an end to all of this? Hey, is that the real Bergs? Hey, Bergs, how are you doing, handsome? Hey, buddy, how you doing, love? Don't you think though? I don't know if that's the real Bergs. I can't see. I don't want to switch pages because I don't know what my computer will do because I don't know how to work this. So I can't check them who's who and what's what. Okay. Well, hi, Bergs, handsome, my love. Don't get any ideas, the real Bergs. Okay. Thanks. I don't want to, I don't want to I'm just going from what I know and from what I remember. That Trish did not have her roof replaced. It was repaired. And you do have to remember that she owns her own home. There's a thing called homeowners insurance. And in a time of damages, homeowners insurance repairs things like that. So, Sadie, I've never seen you before. I don't know if you're like a regular down here or if you're just a troll. I don't know. And like I said, I can't go around and check. I don't know how. Well, that's what I was saying. Even my daughter, from a very young age, learned that you don't talk amongst friends, you don't discuss politics, religion, and money. And under that money, you don't loan and you don't discuss. Because in the end, things always end up bad. In my 40, almost 47 years of life, not once when I have loaned large amounts of money has it ever ended good. But, you always hope that the person that you're talking to is, in fact, honest, morally straight, and, has the, this mindset to, pay back. Okay, just lurking. You talk to you later. Just lurking says Trish said her homeowners insurance over 5,000, which I think is high, but she did say that, and I have it on recording. Okay. Well, if you want to block Sadie, go for it. I don't know. Hi, Train of Life. Um, you guys can, I don't know who has wrenches or not, but if something like that's that annoying. I'm not allowed to buy ethics to respond to hypothetical questions. Perfect. I just don't want to, I'm putting out hypotheticals as well, but I do know from what I remember, you know. And another thing I want to touch on was no, I better not go on that one either. But, Boyd, to the people of Boyd, stop threatening with CPS. Stop swatting, calling cops on people, calling employers. It doesn't really solve the problem. The problem, in my opinion, is for Tucker to just show his receipt, have a non-partial person call St. Jude and verify. Sadie is a troll, one sub. Okay, just go ahead and block him. That's fine. I go by the other one too. If people are harassing like that, racial slurs, stuff like that. Just go ahead and block them. Whoever has a wrench. And secondly, if they're just plain old ass annoying, but I remember her saying, yeah. I remember just after her going, yep. So, look at the source that came from. I will say, though, Seller went about this the wrong way. That was sneaky and underhanded. How so, buddy? He tried reaching, he probably tried reaching out to Tucker. And you know what? Don't you think what Tucker's doing is underhanded and sneaky as well? Making 9 scopes, 9 hangouts, up 10 hours long. I counted them. There were 9, and none of them were under, 2 hours? That's not underhanded. Talking and just, oh God, just the way of his attitude of how wait, hold on. Okay, I just lost. Hold on, I'm reading this. Okay, okay, wait. You have to go after Tucker, but I have to go after his friends. Trish is not the only one being harassed. Okay, Kathy, I didn't know about just lurking. I have to catch up. Hey, Bookie, honey. Let me catch up on side chat here real quick. I don't do as well as her. MSV, Mike says, oh, money is the evil thing. It's the root of all evil, really. When my mother passed, my only surviving brother ran off with half the inheritance and stuck me with the bills. So, yeah, it is. Buddy, but if he tried contacting and got dismissed by Tucker, what could he do? Exactly. Ali says, don't you think he tried to resolve it first? I mean, think about it, buddy. You are a, straightforward thinking person who has been around these two men for years. Don't you think Stellar would have tried to go after Tucker? Not after Tucker. Talk to Tucker to resolve this? How is he blackmailing? How is he blackmailing? Kathy, I know, but I don't know. that you tried. I know you had tried to mediate it before, but it was already. Hi, Lindy. Hi, honey. This was. It was. I think, from what I understand, it was too late. Chamo, hola, mi amor, ¿cómo estás? So were you, buddy? Weren't you a mean troll at one point? Haven't we all been mean trolls maybe at some point? I haven't, but see, that's another thing, buddy. So was Tucker. Like the comment that you said about giving out private information. So could Tucker. This goes black both ways. I mean, I posted the link in the side chat if anybody wants to come up and talk. I have no problem. And I'm not, I'm not arguing or anything. I'm just trying to have a reasonable conversation because I went on to into a side chat because Tucker has me blocked on my one chain name. So I went under the other. And I had to go under another name, which I got blocked as well. So it goes both ways. You have to see both. See, that's one thing. I see both sides. It is Yarn Master. It is very, very. Has anyone verified if the information on donations is correct, or is it just asking? Stellar has put out copies of the originals that were received, and then Barb, I think most everybody in somehow, shape, way, or form have sat in a green room trying to find out information about other people. When you dox amongst yourselves or talk amongst yourselves in a group of, everybody, okay, myself, when I get a phone call and I don't know the phone call, I don't know the phone number, I put the phone number in the search engine to look up to look who it is. That's doxing. When I've dated somebody and he gives me his information, don't you think I'm going to put my information out? Is it, put it up there? Yeah, that's all doxing. And no, CPS does not need to be called or threatened with. That's not a joke. Oh, yes, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I can't celebrate Valentine's Day because, according to my daughter, I married myself years ago. So, yes, I'm celebrating Valentine's Day. I don't know, just lurking. Oh, you can't hear me. If you play this back, I've known Trish probably, I don't know, probably a lot longer than you too, but I've been friends with her, like talk on the phone. I haven't watched the video, so I can't. Oh, please, Kathy, don't apologize. You don't, of course, you never have to apologize. That's my forum is open for conversations. And unless, like I said, it's racial or, things like that, but everybody's welcome to say what they feel. Oh, there's Chamo. Hi, Chamo.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Hold on, I
Good
can't hear
morning,
you.
side chat.
Why can't I hear you? Okay.
Can I have a hands up on a side chat to all of those
I know.
people?
I think I'm having problems with my speaker here. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me
Can
put
you
on
hear
my
me?
head. I thought I was running through my own headset, but I guess I wasn't.
Can the side chat hear me?
Okay, are we there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How are you, hun?
I'm good.
Good.
Can the side chat hear me?
Side check. Can you hear Chamo? Yes, they can hear you. How
Okay.
you?
I'm good. Just let me get this out, please.
Sure. Go ahead. No problem.
Uh, can I have a hands up on a side chat to those people? And you are people, right, behind these avatars. A hands up on the people who they say they are when they come on YouTube, because it's starting to look like there's only a few of us that are, because everybody else is a fake. They come in here, pretend to be somebody they're not, to have more than they have. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Are you guys all fucking cycles or what? How about you come in here and you say, and you are who you are? How about that? That's for everybody. From the day I came in here, I've always been me. What's wrong with you people? Is this like a huge sickness that's going around? I've had the pleasure of meeting people on here. They're great people. I talk to them and they're normal. But it's like 95% of the people, maybe even higher than that. There's something wrong with you people. You guys really need to go see a psychiatrist or something. I'm pissed off with all this shit that's going on.
We all are. And I came in obviously to Boyd later on, but I don't like what's happening. It's
Diane,
hard.
you come in here, and to me, you always come across as being a real person.
Hmm.
There's other people on here. It doesn't matter how much they try. They're nothing but fucking fakes, and that's
Yes.
all they're. You know why? You know why these people are like this? Let me tell you. Like it go. This is the way it goes. These fucking losers. That's what they have been. Fucking losers all their fucking lives. They did nothing but enough just to get by in life.
Hmm.
And now they find themselves at a certain age, whatever that age is, could be 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s. And they find themselves in a fucking huge hole that they dug themselves into and they can't get out of it. And they come here on fucking YouTube and make everybody else's fucking life miserable and pretend to be something they're fucking not. They're just fucking fakes, useless fucking human beings. And for the most part, some of us wouldn't even give these people 5 minutes of our fucking time in real life. Smarten up, people. We can all fucking be friends. We all have fucking skeletons in our closets. Just stop. The skeletons never fucking come out of the closet until somebody tries or does fuck somebody around,
Hmm.
and then they fucking whine and cry like little fucking bitches that they're being fucking doxxed and attacked. You sick motherfuckers. Don't fucking hurt people. Don't go after fucking people. How about we just come in here and be fucking friends? Maybe we can help each other, not with fucking money, because money, all it does is fuck up people and
Right.
friendships.
And see,
Let's
that's
say,
how I'm sorry. Go ahead.
let's say you're a mechanic, right, Diane? And I
Hmm.
have a problem with my car, and I'll ask you a question. And I said, listen, I took it to the mechanic. I haven't got them to fix it yet, but they want to charge me this, and you tell me, fuck no. Just take it's the spark plugs. That's all you have to replace. Replace the fucking spark plugs, and the car is gonna get fixed.
Hmm.
How about we do stuff like that, right?
Right.
Or you're a plumber, or you're somebody who's an expert with computers, right?
Hmm.
Let's say I was gonna go and buy a better laptop. I wanted to buy a better laptop, and I ask you because you're an expert, you're really good with computers, and I ask you, listen, what kind of system you think I should buy? How big the laptop, stuff like that. Fuck no, because these motherfuckers in here, that all they do is they come in here and fucking want to start fucking trouble, you know, they're fuck.
And that's the thing too, is that a lot of these people are the ones that hide behind, those trolls, or, pretend to be who they are. What's changing it? I've been watching a show, ironically, it's Catfish. It's called Catfish on MTV. And people do this as an escape. But for myself, when I came onto YouTube, I came to escape my own little world. And I would love to talk about family, kids, food,
Diane,
anything,
the,
but it doesn't
but
happen
remember
anymore.
the majority. Diane, remember one thing: the majority, which is 90 something percent, the fuckheads don't want to talk about shit like that.
No, they want drama, and that's all it is. It's
I think it's even more. It's worse than fucking drama.
They
You
love
know,
it.
they want to go after people for no fucking reason other than they're fucking miserable motherfuckers that live in a fucking basement somewhere all by themselves. And
Hmm.
instead of turning that around and getting making friends with more people, if you're listen, if you guys are at home and you're fucking lonely, don't come on here and make trouble, okay? Come on here and make friends. We are here, man.
Yeah,
There's good people
everybody
on
here
here.
has a story, and
You know,
everybody's willing to share it. And you'll find somebody who will go along, not go along, but will be able to relate to your situation. You know, we all
you know,
have,
I,
we
I've,
all,
I've said this. Sorry, I keep cutting you off, Diane,
oh,
but
no, no,
that
please, no, no.
I've been fucking boiling about this shit for way too fucking long. I said this to a fucking wonderful friend of mine who I fucking met in person. Yes, YouTube, a YouTube friend. You fucking losers. You fucking losers. I met a really good friend. This is already the second time around that I make sure when I'm driving by that I meet him and I take him out for supper. And I said to him, I forgot now what I was gonna say. Jesus fucking Christ.
Take a breath.
I get so fucking upset about this. Yes, that's right, the Lake Shadow. I'm fucking boiling.
And it's frustrating because nobody wants to listen anymore. And it could be, it's sad. And I can hear the frustration in your voice because I think a lot of us share it,
I
but
know,
nobody
Jack. I
can
know,
speak
Jack.
it.
Jack, I wasn't talking about you, okay, man? I wasn't talking about you, and I wasn't talking about Stellar either. You
Yeah.
guys know how I feel about you guys. Of course, I'm going to be all fucking misunderstood on this shit, which is fine. That's part of the 90% what they do to everybody's words, right?
Right. Exactly. Well, that's like at the beginning of my stream. I don't know if you saw it, where I brought up the Carfax issue, where this morning it was discussed that Stellar was trying to dox Tucker through a Carfax. Carfax does not release owners' names. They just release the city, the state, and information like that. No names whatsoever. And I should know, I've had several Carfaxes in my life, and none of it has ever had a name. If I could find the one for my car right now, I'd find it. So things are being thrown out. And my thing is that people are believing what's being said, or what's
Diane,
being
but
said.
to be honest with you, do you honestly think that you you have to be how can I say this? Do you honestly think that you have to be talking about this, that uh, those of us who have a brain uh, need to be explained this? Like, we believe in what we believe.
Exactly.
So it's there, right? Why doesn't
Yep.
he show a fucking receipt? This is over. You
That's
know,
been my question
I
from the
don't give a
beginning.
fuck what the fuck he does. He's dead to me, that motherfucker, what he did to me. He's
Yeah.
fucking dead to me. And he's lucky. In many ways, he's so lucky that he's got no fucking clue. But I'll leave it at that. But he's fucking dead to me because of what he did to me. But all he has to fucking do is show the fucking receipt. and stop this fucking circus. But he won't
Mhm.
because he's a fucking coward and he's a fucking scammer. And
And
even if he did donate the money to St. Jude, he's still a fucking scammer. He's done
yeah,
other shit. So you know what I mean? It's like we can dissect this all to fucking. Uh,
10 days till Tuesday is or what
and it
whatever
doesn't
the
matter.
saying is.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all. That's it. It, yeah, like we come on here. Oh, and I said to that friend of mine, this is exactly what I said to him. We are all here on Boyd, on YouTube, in this community, and we came here for a reason, looking for something. We don't know what the fuck that is. I know I don't, and probably 98% of the people don't. But I told them, I sure hope we find whatever the fuck it was we came here looking for so we can get the fuck out of here. Because this is fucking nuts, man. This is not normal. Nobody in their real life lives their life with so much drama like it's going on here, man.
Mm-mm.
I was listening to a little bit of what Tucker said the other day, and he said, yeah, maybe this is my day because it was Lindy's before or it was somebody else. In that matter, he's right.
Mhm.
But I'm not
Yeah,
saying that he's not guilty. I'm just saying he was right in what he said. It's like once this dies down, somebody else is gonna come up with something else on somebody else. But those people will fucking whine about being fucking doxxed and all this shit for the majority. Okay, I'm not saying the people that didn't do anybody any wrong, and then they fucking complain that something. You know what I mean?
no,
It makes no sense. Stop fucking doing shit. If you're speeding down the road, don't start calling the cops fucking names when they give you a fucking speeding ticket. You know, that's the way the ball rolls.
and it does. And for me, when I came on, it was an escape just to like listen and interact with people. I take care of my mom and dad. My interaction with, I'm home. So I'm not going to go to a bar. I'm not going to go anywhere to sit and talk. So this is like sitting in a club or sitting in a bar or sitting in a group of people just to chit chat and like they say, shoot
Yeah,
the shit.
yeah,
But you
exactly.
can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
Because everything ends up into an argument. Everything.
it's like yeah, it's like Diane. I saw that you were on. I was actually working on some videos, but I saw that you were on. Why? Why is it that I had to fucking click on a bunch of things to come on here and talk to you? Why? It comes back to that thing of we're all looking for something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I had to. I just had to. You
I'm
know.
glad you did.
Am
Because
I
we all
going to
have.
be? Am I going to be attacked by doing this or whatever? Hey,
Hmm,
listen, forces to be. I don't give a fuck. But watch out. Some people talk big talk, big,
yeah.
big, big fucking talk. Others, it's with actions. Just be very careful. I have a lot of time on my hands, and I have the means to do it. So just be careful. If anybody thinks of doing something to me, think about it. I'm off work for 3 months out of the year, and I have the means to go look for you guys and to find you guys. So be very careful.
Mhm.
Just watch out, because I don't harm anybody. So
No, and that's the whole thing. Nobody should be scared to speak up. This is, that's our freedom to all of us have
I
our own
wish
opinions and feelings.
I was a big talker like Tucker
Me too.
and even Stellar, very smart person. I'm not saying that Tucker is not smart because he is, um, so I could explain myself better, you know. But
I feel you,
you know,
because sometimes I feel like,
sorry for sounding like a bumbling idiot, but that's me. That's me.
oh no, hun, you're
Bumbling idiot.
fine. That's, we are who we are, not all of us speak so eloquently like others. I've told friends and that, I'm like, I wish I spoke so eloquently as you, but you know what? That's who we are. That's how we speak. And you know what? It doesn't matter how we do. We get as long as we get what we're trying to say across to other people, doesn't matter how we say it, you know? It's, but, it's a sad state of affairs right now. And I just came on because the other day, something was said and I was hysterical crying, and I got on the phone with some friends and I was like, they're calming me down because I'm so angry at what's being said, and that's not the point of being down here. Nobody should be upset. Nobody should be crying. We should all be laughing and joking. But unfortunately, there are those people that love to know that other people are miserable. And that's the sad thing, and that's something I've learned throughout the years and from watching TV, is that there are people out there that are genuinely looking to make other people, they're so miserable in their own existence that they will lie and be whomever they want somebody else to, want them to be. That's why the few people that are chatting in the side chat right now, I actually know them. And I like that. I would rather have 25 people or whatever speaking and know who they are, and not people hiding behind some avatar and not know the true them. You
You
know,
know, Diane, you're always going to have the trolls, right? Somebody comes
yeah,
in, says a joke or something like that. That's fine. You know what I mean? Uh, but when you take it to the extreme, even with a lot of things, this one I'm going to hear about it. But even when it comes to the fat boy in the van, some of the shit that was done to him. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't deserved, and I'm laughing about it because in a way it is funny. But a lot of the shit that was done to him, especially guys, especially if anybody's listening to this and you're one of the people that does this, stop talking about his mom, stop talking about his dad,
yeah.
because they don't fucking deserve that. And now I've seen a few times, I can't tell you where I did, but I can remember they were making fun because of his mom having dementia. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just stop it, guys. Stop with that bullshit. Go after him.
Yeah,
Go after him,
go
because
after him.
probably 90% of the time he deserves it. Maybe not that high, but
Yeah,
don't.
I don't watch him anymore. I
That
can't.
that
Uh,
work for everybody, right? I was just using that as an example, although that's a really bad example. But okay, Jack. Yeah, I don't know.
hey, Jack, thanks for
This is
coming,
this is
hanging
news.
out.
This is news to me with a Carfax of shit. I don't even know what the fuck you guys are talking about. But
Oh, that was his morning video this morning.
yeah,
And like I said before, I didn't donate to him, so I don't have a
neither
dog
did
in
I.
that fight. But, you know, there's such, why not just show the information? That's the thing. And all this would be over, and either, nobody's saying either or has to leave the internet, but they each go their own separate ways, and that's that. But just show it, get it over with. But at this point, I'm starting to believe it's all for views. It's all
It is.
for, you
Yep.
know, as like I was saying earlier, he says, oh, only big channels get money. But you know what? I'm sure with he still gets something from every click and every comment and every view. So it's
I found
something.
it. I found it funny when when Tucker was shitting on me on his hangout back last year, I think before Christmas. Uh, he said to me, "Oh, what's the matter? Are you jealous because your channel hasn't taken off?" Oh my fucking god! That is so fucking pathetic. I work 14 to fucking 16 hours a fucking day. You don't give a fuck about this.
Nope.
This is just for fun. I meet wonderful people on here, like Shadow 100 right there.
Hmm.
And of course yourself, Diane.
Thank
Which I do believe this is the first time we ever spoke.
you. I think another time maybe on somebody else's, but yeah, nothing, just one on one.
Yeah.
But even myself, like when I started, coming into Boyd, it was always, oh, I'm channel building, but it was a joke. I don't come on. I don't have time. I myself, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my feet, even though I'm home, but I'm on my feet most of the time, and I, I just I don't have time for all of this. I just came on because I'm saddened. By seeing what's going on, what's being said, and how people are so blindly following what's being said. They just, unless they're scared to, they want to keep the friendship, but they don't want to argue or disagree with him because they'll be blocked, or they just really don't care. JK NoCal, you blocked me when I went into Tucker's, but it's okay. Um, it just,
Yeah, no, Kyle, it is. It's mob mentality.
it is.
I've done that before too when I'm at Elva's hangouts. I've done that too. We do get carried away. We're all guilty of it to a certain
Yeah.
point, though. To a certain point.
But the funny thing with Elvis is we're all blocked. He can't see any of our chats anyways.
Isn't that stupid? Like if I
So,
wanna, yeah,
we're all blocked. We're all talking amongst ourselves. So it's not even like he's reading it and we're having fun. But, going into the real, face to face touch a person is, what we all kind of hope to do. I've already met, like, I met Allie in person and I want to meet Missy in person. And, I think we're going to try for July. And, I want to meet people. That's because I care for them. And I would love to meet you if you ever came down to Southern California. You know what I mean?
and at the same time, we also have to, which this is very important. At the same time, we have to understand that some people they just don't want to meet.
No. Oh, no.
Okay,
And I understand that.
I
But
I made that offer to Tucker, I believe a couple of years ago, because guess where I'm at right now? I'm a 10-minute drive away from where the fuck he lives.
oh,
But 2 years ago, I made an offer. Hey, man, let's meet. We'll go for dinner or lunch, whatever, man. It's on me. You pick the restaurant you want to go to. And at the last minute, he uh, he backed out of it. I
oh, man.
never, Diana, never thought anything bad about that because he explained to me, uh, he was worried about his privacy, whatever. And
Right.
I understood, and that's right. Hey, whatever, right? That you have to respect that. I never, ever held that against him.
No.
Uh, that guy. Here's a message for you, Tucker, because I know you got to be listening. Here's a message for you, Tucker. You have absolutely no fucking idea how much I cared for you, man. No idea. No fucking idea. And it's not these fakes, hearts and fake I love you and hi baby and all that. None of that. You have no idea, man. Maybe, maybe your only true friend you ever fucking had on here. But apparently I wasn't your friend because I never donated. Like I go to fucking work 14, 16 hours a day to give money to fucking scammers like you. What the fuck are you think I am? Fucking retard? Oh, these people make me fucking laugh, man. Yeah.
It's a sad. It's just I don't know. I'm saddened, because I too, when Tucker, when I first met him, and then he went through the whole heart thing and praying for him and wanting, and I understand he got a heart, he didn't get a brain, but something that would put something so life threatening where he was at death's doorstep, you would think would at least change something in him to be kinder and or not so deceiving because he's not Superman either. He's not, I don't know. I'm just
I don't understand is how you go. I believe you got a heart, 150 million
Mhm.
percent. I believe it. And I'll tell you one thing I did. I think this was, I think this was before. I think this was after the first heart was rejected,
Mhm.
and just before he got the heart that he's got now. And he was in the hospital, and there was a, oh boy, this is hard to talk about, but he was in the hospital, and I think it was on a Saturday morning, and I got a message from Hooker,
Mhm.
um, saying that they were in a live hangout. Tucker is there if I would like to, because she knew how I felt about Tucker. If I wanted to join them, and I said to myself, well, of course. Um, but I usually don't. I'll be on a side chat, uh, but I won't go on the live
You
hangout.
know what? That's where I was in that one.
Were you?
I think maybe I think so.
I think uh, Kathy Rebuilds was there. I know because that's the first time I ever met her. Very nice lady, although she's probably mad at me now, which is fine, Kathy. Not a problem. Uh,
I know Kathy pretty well, and I don't think she's mad. She doesn't get mad at people. She just sees as an,
she's a
she's an
she's a
attorney, so she sees,
she's a wonderful, caring person.
yeah,
But right now she's probably mad at me, and that's fine. It's
she's
okay,
mad at me
Kathy.
too.
I, Kathy, the way I feel about you hasn't changed. Okay, I know we're probably on two different sides of the fences, and that with me it's fine, Kathy. I don't, life is life, right? So I said to the girlfriend, I said, listen, this is because she knew about my girlfriend is not on YouTube, doesn't want to get involved in this. She actually said to me, why do you listen to those crazy people? Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
Yeah, my
And
mom.
I explained to her that the hooker had sent me a message, and that Tucker was going to be on live on a private chat. And I said, I got to take this. I gotta talk to Tucker. And remember, this was he was in really bad shape.
Yeah.
And she said, well, go ahead. So I grabbed the laptop and I went outside. I said, I'll take this outside, so I don't want to, this. And she said, whatever, you don't have to go outside. But I went outside, and she was, and I come on and I see Tucker, and he didn't look very well.
Mhm. No,
And
er,
just give me a minute here.
it's okay. Take a sip, take a deep breath. That time was hard for all of us, and he doesn't realize that, for us, we are real people with real feelings, and he just says it's the internet. He doesn't seem to realize that a lot of us shed a lot of tears for him at that time, and we prayed and we begged and we pleaded that
And I saw the way he looked, and I said to myself, there is no way that if this man passes away, he's not gonna know what I look like because
Hmm.
I had never seen myself before. And so I did.
And that took courage, and that took, opening yourself up. You know, it's admirable. A lot of people won't do that. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Okay. The sad thing is that when he realizes what everybody really truly felt, and still feel, because not all of us just shut off our emotions like a switch, that we're not really mad, we're hurt with the actions that he's giving out. And I can hear
Well,
it in his voice. I don't
shows
watch, I listen.
it shows what kind of a human being he is. You
Yeah.
know.
And I don't,
But karma is gonna come to bite him in the ass really hard, really fucking hard.
yeah,
And then he's gonna laugh it off.
you might not be able to, depending on what happens.
Let me tell you a little story here about somebody who's on the side chat here. You can see a zombie, Mud
Hmm.
Dog retired,
Oh, yeah.
Mud Dog. You changed your name. um, Zombie used to come to my hangouts when I had him at the beginning. Well, it still does, still does. Um, I don't have him that often anymore. And I had somebody with the wrench on my side chat, another good friend of mine, or at least we were good friends. I never stopped, but and then I get a message from Zombie. What the hell is going on? I'm blocked on your side chat. And I said, you're not fucking blocked. What are you talking about? You can't be blocked. No, man, I'm blocked. I'm blocked. I go and look, and sure enough, Zombie is blocked. Now, that good friend of mine blocked Zombie because they don't like Zombie. So they blocked Zombie without telling me anything and knowing that I liked Zombie because Zombie has always been nice to me. Always.
Right.
And I remember Zombie asking me that he couldn't quite figure out why I was here. Or, and I think also said, this is I think a couple of years ago, also said, I don't see how you quite fit in here. You don't fit in here.
Mm-mm.
I never forgot that, you know. So thank you very much for saying that, Zombie, and I never forgotten that. And me, and you were cool. Hello, Brad.
Hi, Brad. And
Brad,
hi, hipster. Sorry I missed you. I didn't
another
miss you that.
another great guy on here. Real,
Yes.
real, very fucking real. It doesn't come any more real than that.
And that's the thing. People don't accept real. I think that's the problem. Like me,
You
I
know,
come on here, I'm real. I'm who I am, I say I am. I do what I say I do, and I don't need to lie about who I am or what I am because I'm not ashamed of it. I think a lot of people are also ashamed.
It, we all screw up, right? So
Oh,
when a whole bunch of people are saying that you screwed up and you don't like hearing the truth, it's still the truth, though. You know what I mean? Maybe we should all look in the mirror, right? And then try to, I don't know, try maybe to be a better person or something.
I think they get so caught up and so used to being what they are that, that facade and that
But you know what's funny
they
though,
can't
Diane?
separate
Yeah,
reality anymore.
that's true, Diane. But guess what? That's why they're at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
That's why they're in a gutter.
true.
You know what I mean?
Very
I'm not a
true.
religious person. I'm Catholic, but I don't go to church. Last time I was in church, I got married, and that was a huge mistake. It's true, Diane. It's true. It's true. Uh, but you know, God loves to help those who help themselves, and it just
Hi, Cameo. We're all trying to understand, trust me. You know, but
that's right.
again, you know, there are, and that's my
That's
problem is that that's why came on to just
see. That's one thing that is very important is don't come on here and fuck with people's hearts
yep.
because something really bad could happen to you, whether you're a male or a female. It doesn't matter. It could be a scammer that's trying to get in your pants, Diane, right? And
Mm-hmm.
pretends to be something that is not. They use that word catfishing, I believe,
Yes. Yeah.
or whether it's male to male as friends, nothing, not gay or anything like that, but just as friends. Don't fuck with people's hearts.
Yep.
Some people in here, and there is quite a few, that have the means to get even.
Right.
Just be careful because that's the way life is. It happens every day out there in the real world.
It does, and that's when it's taken to real life, and then that's when it becomes real, and then there's no turning back at that point.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be. It doesn't
It,
have to be.
but if that person is, I'm trying to find something in my bag. If that person's in denial and doesn't want to listen, doesn't want to, thinks that they're in the right, there's no changing it until they hit that literal rock bottom and their world comes falling apart. And unfortunately, that's where I see things happening, and you can't stop people from going to real life. I wish we could, but
You know,
unfortunately,
Diane, in real life, and I mentioned this to quite a few people already. I used to get mad. I still do a bit, of course, but I used to get mad at the scammers. And I'm talking about in general, right? I used to get mad at the scammers. Now I get mad at the people. It's like I can't explain it to you. It's like, are you serious? Are you this fucking dumb?
I know.
For as much,
I
Diane, for as much as I cared about Tucker, and I'll never stop saying that. Cared in the past, not now. As much as I cared for him, I would have never given him $1
right.
ever. Would I buy him dinner? Of course, man. Of course. Would I ever send him $1, PayPal or Super Chat or no?
Mm,
Because for me, it would feel like I'm buying his friendship or he's buying my friendship.
that's a good way.
And life is not like that.
No, and I've never actually seen it that way or thought of it that way. When actual money changes hands, how it can be feeling like you're buying somebody's friendship. And I could say, you know what? I'm thinking about it. I've done that many times. You buy them gifts, you buy them things, and then it's not reciprocated. And then eventually, when you stop giving the
Then it
gifts,
changes. Yeah, Diane. Then it changes everything.
exactly.
Because you were nice and you gave him something, but then right away in your brain, because that's the way I am, right away in your brain, let's say your birthday came around and they know and they talk to you a month or 2 weeks before it's your birthday. Oh, Diane, your birthday is almost it's very close, another week or so, and then your birthday comes and they didn't even give you a $10 gift card. You tell me that's not going to change your mind on those people. Of course it is. And
Well,
who's
I
at
have.
fault? And you know who's at fault? It's your fault because you gave them the first gift.
Well, what? What's funny is that happened to me once. Just a quick story. It was my birthday, and a friend of mine had called me up that she had small kids, had no money, she had no food, and it just so happened that her grandma and I shared the same birthday. So, and she knew this. We'd known each other for 15 years. So I drove almost well, let's say 20 miles out of my way that day, got food, gave her money, gave it to her, took it to the house. She gave me a big hug, big kiss. Thank you. And I left. Never a happy birthday, never, anything. So as I was driving away, I was like, damn, she didn't even fucking remember my birthday, and I've known her for so many years. And after that, I said, you know what? Do you know what today was? She's like, well, she's like, oh shit, it was your birthday. She's like, oh, wow, happy birthday. I didn't speak to her for 5 years, because it was somebody that I considered a friend, but then I gave her something and she turned around and didn't, it broke my heart. Had I not driven out of my way to give her a bunch of stuff, I probably would say, she was busy, whatever, but I was in face to face with her. Well, then everybody starts out, I can't. Well, see, hipster, that's the thing. He won't talk about it. And if you question, you're blocked. I wish he would just go up and say something, talk about it. It the thing is that hopefully people are learning their lesson, which unfortunately they won't because it goes back to doing it again.
But
They keep doing it.
it's time to move on. I haven't watched anything of his since he did what he did to me. Uh, I did watch something the other day that somebody told me to go and watch from his channel. I unsubscribed, and the only things that I knew what was going on was by other channels.
Right. See, and I'm
Take
I'm
care.
subbed. So. Bye, zombie. Thank you for hanging out. Greatly appreciated.
It's the same thing with
Like,
the
share,
with
and subscribe. No, I'm kidding.
it's the same thing with Elvis. Elvis blocked my 10 channels that I have, all with my name on it. I am a good troll, yeah. And so I stopped watching him. So if I want to see him with the van thing, I just go to Rosie's. And I told that to Rosie on a side chat before. Tell that stupid fuck to unblock me so I can go and watch him on his channel.
Right.
You know,
Nah. He's
because
probably
he's
got too
losing
many
it.
people. He's got so many people blocked he wouldn't be able to find you.
It was funny because it was one day. I don't know. I made 3 or 4 of those channels, all with the. It was either the Fat Shamu channel or the Shamu Hangouts channel, all with the same avatar and everything. Oh,
Well,
I was having fun that day. It reminded me of the old days.
I have a couple of
But
those
then he
keep
took them
trolls
all.
I keep getting blocked.
Yeah.
Well, talking about saying about trolls and accounts and stuff like that, one of the things that was mentioned this morning was that on the Carfax, the person who requested it used Stellar's email address. Now, anybody who has been a troll or knows anything would not request a Carfax under their own email address. See, so it just doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, how to say,
Take
most
care,
likely
Johnny.
isn't true.
Nice to see you again.
Well, see, you didn't see the video. I just that
No, no.
hangout where he stated, and it's disheartening. Like I said, it's very disconcerting that he would say that, but without the proper facts. And I'm sure I'll get to be a
Nothing,
topic of his
nothing,
conversation later.
nothing that he says, I believe. Nothing. Not a fucking thing.
I don't either at this point.
So,
I wanted to. I truly, truly wanted to, but when I see facts or lack of facts and the slander and, you know, the jabs at, people's character, just, no.
exactly. Look at what Just Lurking said. Honestly, I don't care much about St. Jude's. You know what? I feel the same way. I know we shouldn't. That's a terrible thing to say, but I feel exactly the same way. And then it goes
Exactly.
on. I think if he would have asked for money, he'd have got it. Oh, I'm sure he would have. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
from the goodness of the heart, from a lot of people, because he's loved by many people. He was loved by me immensely. But the loan from Stellar irks me. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a personal thing. To me, that's a personal thing. That makes you a scammer. You borrowed money from somebody. You told somebody you were going to pay him back at a certain time. You didn't, and you didn't even fucking reach out.
Right. And then to say, oh, I'm not going to pay you back or
That's
whatever, it is
yeah.
pulling,
But you
what
see,
somebody else
this
did.
is the way these people, these kind of people work. Oh, he's got a lot of money, so fuck it anyways. Yeah,
Nah, it doesn't
that's
work
the
that way
way
because
they
nobody
think.
wants to get rid of their money.
No, but
Mhm.
that's the way the scammers and the dirt bags think. Well,
Right.
that fucking guy, he's got a lot of money anyways. He gives out a lot of money to a lot of fucking people. So what the fuck is? Why do I have to pay him back? Or why should I pay him back? Or why should I let him know that listen, man, I can't this month, but here's $300, and just take it off the top. Do the right thing, right?
Right. Exactly.
This is why nobody sees a fucking penny from me. Period.
And yep. And that,
Because I'll never have that problem ever in my life.
but had he come out and said, look, I need money, I need to, have a house payment, a car payment, apartment rent, whatever, right?
Yeah,
His
but that would ruin the the facade.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to is that,
Okay?
people
In my
assume,
mind, in my mind, I always thought that Tucker was well off. Well, now that this happened, it looks like that's not the case. I don't know because I don't know his bank account, right? I haven't
right.
seen it. Um, I've been told, oh, maybe he just got caught in a moment. What?
Or,
Uh,
nobody wants
People
to
that have
part. And
money,
also, people
people
don't
that
want to
have
part
money,
with their own money either.
I don't think people that have money would ever do stuff like that.
Um,
Yeah, exactly, hipster. Yeah, even if it's $100 a month. Yeah,
yeah,
these are all questions he has to answer himself.
but he won't.
We're just this is our opinion, which means absolutely nothing. We're just
Exactly.
wasting our breath. We're wasting our breath talking about something and somebody that doesn't deserve it. That's sad,
And doesn't
really.
obviously doesn't care because if he did, he would have
No,
addressed this when it
that
first
guy,
started
that
and be
guy,
over.
I can honestly tell you, he doesn't have a heart. Period. Period.
Yeah, that's sad because there's so many people down here that are genuine, caring, loving, that do have a heart and do truly care. And it's a slap in the face to all of them.
Alias said perfectly. Said yes, I donated for an orthopedic Porsche, but to do this to Stellar is wrong. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You see, when all this shit started, what he was doing, it started to bother me, and I was struggling with what the way he was doing his show, right?
Right.
It's bugging the shit out of me. When I came onto Boyd, we were a big family, going after. This is gonna sound nuts, but we were going after Elvis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was trolling Elvis, and then we'd go and hang out over at Tucker's. That's what we used to do. So then all of a sudden, he becomes what he used to hate,
Yes.
and the show went exactly the same, you know. And I'm going, yeah, I was struggling, and I told him a bunch of times that I was struggling, not in private, on a side chat, and the last time that's when he went after me, which is fine.
Yes.
That's fine. I never said anything bad to him uh, publicly, like on YouTube with a video or anything like that, because you know what? Go watch his hangout when he did that to me.
Oh, I did. I was there.
You
I was
judge,
in the. I was
you
in the
judge,
side chat.
yeah, you judge, you judge it yourself for what you saw and heard. And I was there for a whole hour and a half trying to make him see how much I cared about him, and that that I was struggling, that I thought it was wrong the way things were going. I never fucking told him stop doing that. Go back to doing the show. I never told him that. That's his show. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But as a friend, I was telling him this is bothering me. It's like I'm struggling. I come in here every time, and it was every time I went on there. There's Tucker slash Elvis fucking begging. And it's like, oh my god, which channel did I click on Elvis channel, because it was so different from what it was before, you know.
Well, maybe he saw a way of,
And I have absolutely no doubts that there were people on there donating to get everybody else going. That
hmm
this is a big, uh, it's a bigger circle than we think, because it was always the same people. So
It is. I do see it's always approximately the same people. And there was one extremely big donor that I don't think anybody seems to remember. And he was a big donor to Elvis as well, who has not been seen in a while. And who
exactly,
knows?
just lurking. If your credit is decent, the bank will loan you $5,000. Exactly, exactly. Yeah. I wonder why you didn't go that route. Yeah,
I know my
I wonder
credit's so
why.
bad I can't even get $50. So but you don't see me, but you know what I mean? You just don't do that. It
Yeah,
just
but Diane, did you say your credit is really bad?
oh heck yeah.
But Diane, who put themselves there?
Oh,
You
I
did,
did.
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly. And you know what's the funny thing? You dug yourself a hole. You can dig yourself out.
Oh, and I am
It's not.
because I've
It's not. It's not the end of the fucking world.
nope,
There's people in this fucking world. That's it. They think that all their life now they gotta be in that hole, and that's not the way it works.
nope.
Fuck, that's not the way it works.
It's like
I
I
was
think I was in your side chat one time and I said, "Oh yeah, I have my PayPal link in the side chat." And you're like, "What?" I'm like, "But it's fake."
And again, let me touch base on this. I'm not against somebody having a PayPal. I'm not even against somebody having a Patreon. It's
You blast it
how,
on
how you
screen and
deliver
make it an obvious.
how you deliver the message of uh, give me money, give me money, give me money. Does that make any sense?
Oh no, absolutely. That's why I said it's like a billboard on
Even
their
I
screens
love
begging for
I love
money.
I love that thing where somebody uh, they have it's called leave me a tip or something.
Oh, the
You can
tip jar.
yeah. I love
Yeah,
that. That's a great
yeah.
idea.
I think I know Felicia has one.
I
Viewers choice.
think that's a great idea. I
It
would
is.
never give money, but that's me, right?
Yeah.
But not put it in your face. You know what I mean? Like I said before, I was going into, and it was true. Every time I clicked on this channel, he was fucking asking for money.
Hmm.
It's like, what the hell?
And I will say, like yesterday, he came out and said, whatever money that is received will go to my channel. Okay, good. That's fine. But you didn't say that before. Go back. And you know what I mean? All we want is a receipt.
You
That's
know,
all I
there
want.
you go
That's
again.
all I think anybody would want, and all this would be done. But I can hear it now later. Oh, people going off and making, going on their hangouts and making their stream videos about me and spending out. I can just hear it. And you know what, Tucker, if you're out there, I truly, truly cared and I truly loved you as the person that I spoke to. I'm just hurt and saddened by your actions.
If he's not listening, somebody will be recording this for him. He's
Oh
listening
yeah.
because he doesn't have a life. That's his. This is his life, Mister YouTube. Another thing, Tucker, you're a fucking idiot, man. You have talent. You know, you talked about. Um, um, Joe was saying that he borrowed you the money was to buy a fucking boat for you to go tape, to record shit to on your live streams and all that. You're a fucking idiot. You have a gift. You got the gift of talk. You're
Yes.
a very good talker. That's why people fucking love you, man. They love to watch you in front of the fucking camera. You don't need to get on a fucking boat because I think that's all bullshit, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that. You don't need to get on a fucking boat or get on a car or get on a fucking convertible car. Remember when you did that, Tucker? That was so fucking stupid, man. That looked really fucking bad. Funny. It was very funny because I even made a video about it. But it was so fucking that was fucked anyways. Tucker, sit in front of the camera and do your thing without scamming anybody. That's all you
Yeah.
have to do, man. That's all you have to do. But not by me because I'll never fucking watch you again. We're done. I'm not one of these people that forgive and forget. No,
Mm-mm.
you fucked me once, shame on you. You fucked me twice, shame on me. There ain't no second time, buddy.
No, not anymore. Let's see. Ali says, yes, I don't care what was done with the poor stove, boat, or channel money, but there was a 4 to 5 week earmarked to St. Jude. That's a questionable amount. And I remember that time because it was to do it in spite of Mama Bear and Elvis. And people would donate to antagonize both of them. And I remember, and it also went, well, that goes to another topic of the Mallory and D-Dubs issue, but I'm not going to touch that one with the 10-foot pole at the moment. Maybe later on with a 5 foot, but hi, Polly. Hi. I don't know. I'm just, I'm, I'm speechless, and that's rarely something that happens to me because,
Because this is
again,
fucked, man. You know, this is just it's wrong in so many levels. Uh, what pisses me off is the loan to to Stellar. To me, that's personal.
yeah.
I that it just it shows what kind of person he is. Like fuck that, we don't need to talk about anything else.
Mm-mm.
It's right there. It's right there. I know a lot of people are pissed off about St. Jude's, and they should. I look at the other part, the personal part. The St. Jude's thing to me was like a group thing, but when it's personal,
That's different.
to me,
Yeah.
I see it way different, way different. It's
Because they had a mutual, an agreement. I'm sure, the documents are there, the paperwork, the payment schedule, everything's documented. I'm sure Stellar wouldn't just send them over $5,000 or 49, whatever, just like that without an agreement. But, you know, hopefully, Tucker would, be man enough, like he says about other people, have the balls to talk to Stellar and make an agreement on how to pay back that money. You know. But anyways.
If he can't pay the man back, why doesn't he sell whatever it is, right, that he's got to pay him back? When you're a man, that's exactly what you do.
Maybe he got a woman's heart. I'm kidding.
A great place to go when you're broke is to go to work.
Yes.
It's a
And there's,
wonderful place.
even, I don't know if in Canada it's the same way, but there are virtual jobs, customer service, and you do them, he's got the whole computer set up. He can just go up and, do it sitting there comfortably and answer phones. Please do, Maxine. You know where I'm at. See, Mad Max says Tucker told Stellar he had no credit cards and slipped up later and said his credit card was maxed while he was asking to borrow even more money from Stellar for his daughter's wedding. Polly says, Diane, when I heard that Tucker is in financial trouble, it made me think the worst about the situation. And since then, it just spiraled down. And that's true. But honestly, I think Tucker is so well loved. And like Chamo said, it's got that charisma online and has the people that if he would have said, look, you know, I was, my heart, I wasn't working, my heart thing, I was, in a hospital for months. My financial situation fell behind.
Max, I hear you, man.
Oh.
Oh yes, Diane. There's so much to this
Yeah,
story
the
that
rabbit hole just keeps growing.
it's unreal. But of course, it's all lies, right? It's all lies.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. With a smile on his face. Yeah. You know what? I laughed, man. Oh my fucking god! I would give that man a kiss if I was sitting beside him. Stellar, with his fucking laughing in his video. Oh my god, that made my day.
Oh, jeez.
If I was Tucker and I was in Tucker's place, I'd be very fucking worried. Fucking laugh. Oh my god. Oh, he's
Wow.
fucking primed and ready to go.
Oh, yes. And
He can go.
hopefully.
He can go a long fucking way, Stellar. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Oh. And he just sits there so calmly, and just Stellar's got that calm and peaceful way of just putting everything out there, without having to attack anybody.
Well, I think Tucker is trying to imitate him, I guess, now, too, by not getting excited and just, trying to brush things off. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh yeah,
The
and
truth,
just
is- the truth is going to come out someday, of
yeah.
all of this. I'm sure some things might have been said that maybe they were stretched a little bit, or maybe they were not, right? But it still
Mhm.
doesn't change. The truth is the truth. And, uh, you know, Tucker brought it up that he fucking borrowed the money from Stellar
Exactly. And
for
that's
a
what
fucking boat. For a fucking boat. Who the fuck does that?
I don't know. I don't even know why anybody would buy a boat. They say the happiest, what is it? The two best things
The
about
boat has
buying
to
a boat, the day you buy it and
Diane,
the day you sell it.
Do you honestly believe that he got a fucking boat? That money was for something else. It had to
Probably.
be for. I don't know, Ayla. This is just my opinion, of course. The boat had to be the money had to be for something else.
I don't understand where his mind was to buy a boat. I mean, I honestly I don't know what part
That
of
was just
Canada he is. I know he's on the west side.
I think he was just that was just an excuse.
Yeah,
That
it
was
had
just an
to,
excuse.
if it's true, okay, we're hypothetically, if it's true that the money was not donated to St. Jude's, we know he was in a financial bind. So then it would make sense that the $5,000 was not to buy a boat because he's financially, bad. And it's obvious he never leaves the house. He's always home. Medically, why anybody in their right mind would want to buy a boat in his situation just doesn't make sense.
He doesn't have no boat, anyways.
Yeah, no.
Again, I have no proof, but there's no way. Never, never. This is all. I think all along, this has all been uh, one of those things where he came on here pretending to be something that he's not,
Yeah.
and to have things he never did. Like, I don't know. I don't know that.
Just
I'm
a
just
bunch of
saying that's
smoke
my
and
opinion.
mirrors. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Blowing,
And then
how they say,
and then
blowing
he
air
started
up. What is it? Hot air up our ass or something like that. Just,
he started getting his donations in, and he started investing it in getting more equipment. Which that to me, I thought to myself, I'm going fuck right on. Eh? He's fucking growing. He's doing well. He's getting new equipment and stuff like that. I like that he was doing that. All the
hmm
bells and the whistles that he had. I like that. That was all part of the show, right?
right.
Uh, if he have gotten that equipment with his own money, not people. I'm not saying if you donated money for that, yes, go ahead and use it. But if it was in the pretense of getting the money for something else, uh, like St. Jude's, that's wrong. Using the
Right.
money to
Well,
get those things.
it's like Ali says here. And I'm going to put this one here. I do believe most of the people would have had sympathy and compassion for the situation, but smearing Stellar's name is showing me
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
have questions, and it's true. He does. And that wasn't the one I wanted. Hold on. There was another
Yarn
one I read.
Yarn Master, you're right. Yarn Master said I think he mentioned the boat was a joke in one of his live streams. People could donate just to donate. He even joked about being a rubber boat at one point. And and wasn't it also a motorcycle or a moped or something with a
Oh
fridge
yeah,
in the
he
back?
wanted a
Remember? I'm
scooter.
not. Yeah, and he always said that. He
Yeah.
always said, joking around. He always said that. Now,
Well,
you
this was the one
bringing
I was
that
going to
up,
read it.
you bringing that up. It's like because remember he was raising money for St. Jude. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the money for St. Jude.
Right.
You know. Yes.
And all that could be cleared up with a receipt or a phone call. That's all it needs. But again, you know what? That is nothing compared to, like everybody's saying, the $5,000 he owes Stellar. Pay that back. Or making
I
a,
I I showed the video of him. I think it was the first live video that he had after the surgery,
mhm.
and I showed that to somebody that had nothing to do with YouTube, and I asked for their opinion. You know what that person said? That's all bullshit. That's an act. I'm going, oh my fucking god, are you serious? Because I believed when I watched that video. I don't. You must remember when he was saying, um, I heard you" to everybody, right? That was on the
Mhm.
side chat. Thank you for the prayers. I heard you and all that. Hey man, I believe them 150 million%. I believed that something that he was on the table and something happened. You know
Yeah.
what it was, I don't know. We were not there, but he was. But that person, man, when I showed the video to that person and I asked them for an honest opinion on what they're watching, and I explained to them this guy went to a heart transplant, and this is after the operation, and that person said to me, "That's all fake, man. He's acting.
Wow.
Not the operation, but all the shit that he was saying."
Yeah.
And I said to myself, "Oh my God, I always, I always, yeah, But you know how it is, right? When you love somebody, right, and you care very much about somebody, you
You
tend
become
not
blind.
to. I haven't gone back and watched the video because I don't want to. I don't. I
It's
don't.
better not.
No, I don't. I don't. Fuck him. He's. I'm done with him. He's fucking done. His life is gonna go on. Good. I hope he has a lot of luck uh, in whatever it is he's going to be doing. I hope that it's going to be some license plates um, for quite a while. But that's not. I didn't donate. Because if I had, then I would get involved that way. I would get involved. Oh yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's why I just say show the receipts. I didn't donate either. But Yarn Masters, did Stellar ever get his money back from Kat? No. Kat donated it to Mallory.
Hey, let me ask you this one, Diane, and
Hmm.
side chat. You guys remember Tucker attacking? Well, I don't know if it's attacking, but talking about Mallory because Mallory was talking about him. I don't know what the fuck all that shit was about. And
Oh
then
yeah.
I go to side chat, and he's just unloading on her like the master that he is, because he's really good at what he does, Tucker. And I even had a laugh, and I didn't know what the hell all that shit was about. Um, and then I think it was a few days later, or a week later, or maybe 2 weeks later. Go back to Tucker's chat. He's on live, and he's telling everybody that Mallory is a good person. You guys
Hmm.
should go to her channel, subscribe, and even donate. And that fucking just triggered me. I'm going, what is this guy doing? Like,
I'll be honest, that surprised me too.
it's like,
And maybe they had their own, their little script. I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about a script. I don't know.
that's what it all looks like. They're all eating off the same plate
They are, and
because
they
they
all
are.
because you know what too. They all say, "Oh, we're not well, except for Mallory. She's straight up, it's all for the views and for the money for Mallory. And you know what? I give her kudos because you know what? She's honest. She says it as it is, and boom. But everybody else, they want to, Mallory talks about Tucker. Tucker talks about Mallory. Mallory talks about Kat. And what does it do? It builds a circle of people that will go from one to the other, and it's the money going into their pockets via PayPal, Super Chats, YouTube, everywhere. You know what I mean? So I believe it's all just it's a game of
I
quien es más macho in a sense of who's going around, who's going to be the most popular one, and things like that.
I find it very sad that these people who are donating the money, they can't find something better to do with their money. Now, having said that, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with your money.
Right,
Don't be whining after. Don't be whining after.
right.
Learn from your lesson.
But it
If you go,
should go
you
under
go.
the premise of what it was for as well. If it's going for one
Don't,
thing,
if you don't donate, you're not in it.
right. And that's me. I didn't donate. I'm not in it. I just, you know,
You know what I
I'm a
mean?
fact person. That's why I came, like at the beginning of my chat, it was, I was proving the fact about the Carfax and the fact that he said that Stellar was trying to dox his son by pulling a Carfax on a vehicle. When and then I was so angry. I just got on, and I did a split screen and it showed Carfax does not give out the people's information on any of it. Okay, go take a good nap, just lurking. Have a good one.
Yeah, just lurking. Have a good nap, man.
But and I've said even in my comments on Twitter, I have no dog in the fight of the money. But my thing is that again, it's putting such a problem amongst people. It's pitting people against people when
And what
all
do you
he
think?
needs to
That's
do is
exactly what
show,
they want.
yeah,
That's exactly what they want.
all
They
he has to
all
do
they
is just
all
show.
want to have their own little club, okay, of people. Like where's Hooker and all of this? Hooker, why haven't you sent me an email? You know how I care about you, how much I care about you, and you care about me, apparently. Why haven't you sent me an email? Are you involved in this? Because that's what it seems like. Just my opinion. I don't have
Right.
any proof. So why don't you send me an email and telling me? Listen, Shamu, you're gonna hear a whole bunch of shit. I had nothing to do with it. Why
Um,
haven't you sent me?
I
I'm
know
waiting.
from personal experience with Trish, because like I said, I've known Trish now for almost 5 years before even coming to Boyd, that she's told me she's not involved. She's trying, she's caught in between two people she cares for. I right now at this moment, and it hurts me to say it.
What about
I'm not.
everybody else? What about everybody else that cares about her and she cares about? Those people
Well,
don't matter because
I'll be
everybody needs to know. Everybody
right,
needs to know the truth, right?
and I'll be honest with everybody here. As horrible as it sounds, and as a friend, it was probably the wrong thing to do. I told her that I could not be her friend or anything because of the fact. Let's put it this way: the friendship and the things with Tucker, and this is not putting her guilty of anything, but I separated myself. I didn't want her to have to choose a friend, so I walked away. I'm good at walking away from friendships. I'll just turn around, walk away. It breaks my heart, but she's caught in the middle. She's gone completely from social media at the moment, and I think what happens is that she needs to figure out what's going on too. I'm sure that she's fighting with Tucker or, trying, who knows, trying to get him to do whatever. Tucker's his own person, and Trish is caught in the middle of a bunch of people that she truly cares for. Trish is the type that lives, she wears her heart on her sleeve.
Well, you know what? Maybe she was used,
I don't
right?
know.
You know what I
It,
mean? We don't know that, but
my
maybe.
opinion is that Tucker and her friendship, you know, like I said, Trish loves her friends with all her heart. Now, do I believe that that's reciprocated by Tucker? Absolutely not. And it
Max,
hurts me. And that's
I hear
why,
you. I agree.
and it wasn't reciprocated. And I couldn't sit by and know that she's being hurt. Like I said, it was probably a move I shouldn't have done. But for my own sanity and my own ability to go off on somebody and be rude and hurtful, I stepped away. It's not forever. I just, she's caught between no matter what, again, it goes back to no matter what she says, people are going to judge her and make their own conclusion. She could sit on a panel right now, come on my panel and say, look, I have nothing to do with what Tucker did. I don't know what's going on. I haven't talked to Tucker. everybody's going to say, oh, yeah, well, you're on the phone with Tucker every day. You were there and you took money. So whatever she says. So I'm
I
sure that,
remember I remember Trish coming, uh, well, awesome hooker,
yeah,
coming into my side chat the first time, one time ago, and she kind of introduced herself. That I had never seen that avatar before, or that name. And she said she belonged to the I think it was the drama or the beauty
we were in
community
the,
or something.
it was an old so-called beauty community. Yeah.
And she said that she had done something wrong, or they accused her of doing something wrong.
Hmm.
And then I told her, so well, you're welcome here. It's a fresh start. You know, you're always welcome here. So come here anytime you want. And we kind of became not friends,
Good acquaintances.
not YouTube friends, because really YouTube friends you kind of communicate almost every day by email or something like that, right? But we,
Right.
we became friends, and later on, uh, some private chats, um, and and then all of a sudden, when the shit happens with Tucker, then she reached out to me because she knew I was hurt, and I talked to her, and I haven't talked to her ever since. She hasn't reached out, you know. I
Yeah.
don't, but I think Hooker, send your friends an email, okay?
Let us know you're okay.
Yeah, send your two friends an email. Even if you're guilty, just send an email. Listen, there's some shit you're gonna hear. Just giving you a heads up so that you're not shocked. And I'm sorry. That's it. You're gonna hear some stuff you're not gonna like. That's it.
Yeah. And of course, there were a lot of things with the old community, just briefly going on that unfortunately they followed. And there's certain things you just can't get away from. It keeps being brought up somehow, or you you're accused of doing something that you didn't do, and you want to just, you know, you keep talking about it because it wasn't true, and you just want people to understand that you whatever you're being accused of, because it happened to me too, it wasn't you. And that's it's a dark cloud that sits over our heads because you're being accused of something that you didn't do, and then it keeps coming up, or somebody will throw a dig and you're like, shit, why am I still getting this is still getting talked about 4 years later? And so it just becomes very hurtful. And I think that's why, you know I know that's
Yeah.
why she left the old community, because that's why I did too. But Yarn Master says, Chamo Hangouts, can you explain on your answer? Sorry, I've just been talking so much I lost my answer. My point,
I
Chamo, is
just,
if
I
you have
just,
your
I just want that person, Yarn Master. I'm not ignoring you, okay? We're talking here, and I don't want to cut her off.
yeah,
Um, okay, let me see what the question was.
I know.
Uh,
Enlighten us,
okay,
Yarn Master.
if you put your personal information online, people will go look for you if they get curious. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Just saying, beware, you never know who is watching or who is writing things down. Keep your stuff private. Exactly. To a certain point, right? If you come on here, you don't think you have anything to hide. I don't know. I don't think it's very smart to do it. I think I put myself way out there. Um, I shouldn't, but then again, I have nothing to hide.
Right.
Um, and like I said before, whoever fucks with me better be very careful. I have a lot of time and I have the means to do it. Um, and I don't come on here to hurt people. Now, if that information, uh, going back to Yarn Master said, if that information is used to harm somebody, if they didn't harm anybody, that is fucking wrong. But if, to me, this is my opinion, if that information is out there and was made public, and you fucking scammed somebody, whether as a group or you catfished some lady or whatever. It could be a woman to a man, right? Because
Right.
it happens both ways. Uh, then I say to myself, oh, yes, it's open season.
Yeah.
Just don't come in here and hurt anybody. And if you do, because you said the wrong thing and you hurt that people's feelings, um, and you were wrong, right? You find out that you're wrong. Fucking apologize. Be a man, be a woman, and apologize. Listen, I was out of line. I got carried away. Maybe I was in a panel where there was 3 or 4 people, and you get that mad dog uh, thing going, and you get carried away. Fuck, I've done it before,
Yeah.
and none of us are perfect, but yeah, sure. And you guys in the states, you guys can find out anything you want about anybody. Here
Oh
it's a little
yeah.
bit here. There's more privacy. I don't hide behind that. Like I said, I don't hurt anybody. I don't come on here to hurt anybody. Um,
Mm-mm.
you know,
What's funny is a couple of months ago, I got caught up in something and somebody insinuated that they were going to dox me. So what did I do? I said, I don't take kindly to threats or insinuations, so I doxed myself. You know, first of all, my name, if you type in my first name, there's only going to be me and Diane Carroll, the actress. I'm pretty easy to find. You know what I mean? And I don't hide my location, never have one. Even when I did I used to go on Periscope and stuff like that. I don't have anything to hide. Do I have my kid? My kid, my child, and my parents yeah, I've had my job called on me. I've had the social worker that takes care of my parents' case called on me. One time I was on live hangout. I had the cops knock at my door. Why take it to real life? I don't know. But, it's it's I think people should
let's
just stay away
let's
from
say
real
that
life.
let's say it's true. Uh, what happened with that Carfax thing? I don't even know anything about that. But, let's say that is true, but what's the reason why that happened? You know,
Well, there was
who's
okay
at
from
fault? Who's at fault for that? Who started all of that? Tucker did.
yep.
I'm not saying it's right, okay, because it's not. But let's say it did happen, right? Who started all this fucking shit? You did.
Hmm. Absolutely.
So don't be
And
fucking
he could
crying like
end, and it could be ended so quickly.
exactly because he doesn't have no fucking receipts. That's why.
And it's
Again, that's my opinion, which means absolutely nothing.
no, but it's, an opinion that's growing, by a lot of people because he isn't showing it, and then he's
Oh,
going to say, oh, well, I already showed it before. Well, show it again. And then all this would be over, you
I
know?
asked about that, and I never seen it because I never. Again, you know what I mean? Like somebody like me, I can't be making all these requests when I never donated. But
Right.
I have to see the receipt to which video it was on, and I never got told that. And I
Yeah.
did this was a chat. It wasn't a private email or anything like that.
I asked
I
for it
think
in private DM. I had asked for it months ago. I think it was back in October because I got into a conversation with somebody and I said, look, they want to put me on their panel for, to talk about something else. Can you just show me, send me the copy and we can end this? And this was back in October, I think, or just, yeah, October, November. And, I obviously don't have a huge platform, but I can get my point across and say, look, here, there's a copy, here's a receipt. And my thing is, again, like you said, you didn't donate, I didn't donate. I just would like for it all to end. I have friends that I truly, truly know in real life and real, that are being hurt on the daily. And, they want to have that reprieve of knowing that they can take that sigh of relief and be like, it's over. If he would just show the receipt and the invoice, the letter from, St. Jude's, and put it over with. That's it. It's not so much for him, it's for the people that he's friends with that supposedly he cares for, but the people that I do care for. That's the only reason I want the receipt.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it either that there might be uh, trolls on both sides. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like doing things. Maybe I don't know. You'd have to ask Stellar, but doing things to Stellar to make it look like it's Tucker that's doing it, or vice versa.
Oh, absolutely.
Great. Uh, this is a great time for somebody who's a real troll that is not Tucker's friend or Stellar's friend, but somebody that enjoys being a fucking dickhead because that's what they are all their lives. That's all they're ever been, to create drama uh, that way.
Right. But in the end, it's driving more traffic to a channel.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just play devil's advocate. That can be photoshopped so easy. That's true, Yarn Master. Then if there is I'm sure he could make a phone call and give, and say, look, it's tax season. I don't know how tax season works in Canada, but you can call him up and say, look, I made a donation. I lost the receipt. Can you please resend me one?
This is no longer about the receipt anymore because at this point it doesn't really fucking matter because nobody would believe it, including me.
True.
But it's the way he's been doing things. He thinks he's um, brushing it under the table that it's not. It's like
No.
to me, anytime I watch something about him, now it's you're guilty, man. You're proving me right.
Right.
The way you're
Mhm.
talking, the way you're dealing with things, it's it's just unreal. And that thing with the privacy. I don't want to show the receipt because of my privacy. You showed the first receipt. So what the hell are you talking about, man? Whatever drug you're on, get off of them. Except the
And
ones for the heart, you got to take those. But those other drugs that you're on or alcohol that you're fucking drinking, you got to get off that shit, man, because it makes no sense.
yep. And like I said, even if he had a glass of wine or two is fine, but to be slurring your words and drunk and smoking with that new heart, just
I never saw that.
oh
I never saw that. Like I told you, I'm not subscribed.
yeah,
I never seen that, so I don't know. I don't know when it goes on. So
yeah. It was late at night,
and then
and
down or something.
and
I
what's
think
funny is that I wear my earbuds, and I'm a smoker, so you can hear him when he takes that inhale puff, and I was like, I'm waiting for that day when it goes down the wrong tube, the wrong way, and he starts hacking up a lung because he choked on a
well,
cigarette, just to prove that he's doing it.
I remember being on a side chat when he got caught smoking,
Yeah.
and he said that was the incense that he was lighting up or some fucking thing. I remember being on a side chat, and I said to
I Wolf
myself,
Dad.
"That motherfucker's smoking."
Mm-hmm. And he was smoking, and he keeps saying, well, that was back in November. Even worse, the heart was newer back then.
Yeah.
Let's see. Why not
And the
contact
way
the people Stellar is in Shauna says, why not contact the people Stellar is in contact with? I would have done that first. Exactly. And that's the thing is that, again, I hate to say this, but I gotta get going pretty soon. But Tucker, you have to, and this is going straight to Tucker, please put an end to all this because you know what? You're not the only one being hurt. I can hear it in your voice that you're hurt and this is not what you want. but there are a lot of people out there that are hurting and being pitted against each other. And I myself am one of those people that picked, I guess you want to say, picked a side. I lost or set aside a really good friend because of your bullshit, and it hurts. And I miss my friend, and I would love to talk to her every day. But because of your actions, I didn't want to put her in the middle, so I stepped aside and just he can put an end to this by talking to
My,
Stellar about giving your money back and showing a receipt and getting it over with, or talking to somebody on camera from St. Jude's.
you know what? Another thing he could do. Why doesn't he go to the bank and borrow $5,000 and pay Stellar back? Here's Stellar. Here's your money. I'm sending to you right now, man. And I'm sorry we had to go through this shit.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he do that? I
Hmm.
wonder why. I wonder why.
Well, obviously, if he had to borrow it, he doesn't have it. But
When
at
you
least
build
then make a
a house
payment, or
of cards,
it all comes tumbling
when you build
down.
a house of cards, it all comes tumbling down.
It does. And the
You
sad
know,
thing is, it's
people
hard
that
to
come on,
rebuild.
yeah, the people that come on here and they fucking lie every second of their live hangouts. They lie. They're always thinking about what they said, so they don't make mistakes. When I
Right.
come on here, I never have to worry about that. I tell the truth, so my
Mhm.
story is always the same.
Exactly.
Fuck, and I forget a lot. I forget a lot, but my story is always the same. It never changed. Never changed where I was born, where I was raised. You
No.
know, never.
And I think that's the problem. Some people don't understand that people can be genuine, tell the truth, and give out all their, true facts about their life, because a lot of people don't do it. The underlying problem is he has with money is the real. Good one. But I'm not going to touch that one today.
The underlying problem he has with money is the real question.
Hmm.
Or what kind of problem he has that he has no money? I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Why does he need? If said issues, if all this is true, I'm not saying it is, but if it is true, 7,000 plus the 5,000, $13,000 in a matter of year, you know, either you're living way above your means or you're severely doing something that you're getting in debt.
Because, Dan, these people don't work for that money. If they worked for that money, they would take care of it, but they
Yeah.
don't. You know what I mean? Can you imagine how much did you just say now? $17,000?
Well, that I
Whatever.
know
It
of,
doesn't matter.
between, yeah,
The
13,
number. Yeah,
say
exactly.
15,000.
Yeah, whatever. 15, 17, 20. It doesn't matter. It's just a number. But can
Mhm.
you imagine? Uh, well, as a good example, somebody with a minimum wage job in the States, even here in Canada, that's a lot of fucking money.
Well, it's funny that you
You know,
say that. I have my W-2s from my taxes from last year, and I made 27,000 last year. $27,000 last year. And that goes a long way from the 62 that I used to make, but I took the pay cut because I take care of my mom and dad. That's my job.
right? You told me that before.
And yeah, and I get paid minimum wage, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And hearing that somebody just takes $13,000, that's half of what I made in a year, and that's my decision. That's the cross I bear. But, you know, that's somebody's income. So either Now, I don't know the situation in Canada, okay? Because if he's under retirement age, I don't know. Do you guys have like the SSDI, like
Yeah,
disability stuff and all? Oh, okay.
but he said he's collecting pension from work
Oh,
for the fucking union.
oh,
Next that he worked another. He said a lot of fucking things, but
yeah.
that's one of the things he said. He said, when did he say that? He said that when he was shitting on me. I believe he said that on that hangout. I could be wrong, okay, but I believe he said that on that hangout. I will have to go and look back. That he
Is
looked
that what the retirement badge was?
what retirement badge?
I don't know. He talked about getting a retirement badge or something like that, or a pension badge. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I got no idea.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember all the things that he says, but
No, this was back before Christmas
oh,
on the live hangout that I was in, the last one.
okay.
I do believe he said that he worked for a company that had a union. So he was retired already. He said before that he wasn't working no more. That he was retired. This goes way back, over a year, 2 years maybe. Just
Oh, okay. So that was
when
my
I
misunderstanding. I didn't know. I didn't think he was old enough to retire
and
from like,
and then maybe that's why I thought in my mind, okay, and I'm not saying he's not, but that's why I thought in my mind, this guy is well off. He's been smart with his money, and he was able to retire early,
right.
which is a wonderful thing. Um, and that's why I always in my mind I thought this guy is done well in life, and now he's enjoying his life, right? But then I found it fucking weird. Why is your wife working night shift and weird shifts? Because he used to say that all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and you're retired. Uh, with me, that would never happen. Never happen. There was no way I'd be retired and my wife would be working fucking weird shifts and day and night. No, there's more. There's more to the
There's more
story.
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have my I have my
yeah.
my thoughts on that as well.
Yeah. You know what you should do? Actually, I think the worst thing he ever did was was showing himself on camera because when he was the red panda, I think that was a good gig he had going there.
Yeah, because everybody that's when everybody hides and you can be whomever you want to be is when you can hide behind that little avatar.
But I'm not even against that. Um, but just don't try to be something that you're not. Here I am. I'm saying that, and your avatar has got your beautiful face on it with some huge sunglasses and a beautiful smile. I'm
Thank you.
even I'm a little closer on the laptop, and here I am. Who's talking? A fucking chicken with blue boots on.
Hey, it's okay. But
But
that's
not
how you
trying to
feel
be.
comfortable. And I
I'm not
accept
trying.
it. So,
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a chicken and telling everybody that I'm a chicken and that I wear blue boots. You know, just
oh
a picture.
man. I was hoping I like blue boots.
I actually was going to make a video. I was going to go buy a pair of blue rubber boots, and I was going to put them on and sit outside on the deck and just film my legs pointing to the.
Chama
I
with
was
his
gonna.
blue suede boots.
Yeah, I did one. I did one when I went to the dentist, and it started something like yeah, because I was just filming my legs laying down on the chair at the dentist when I
Uh-huh.
went to get my crown uh, placed. And I said, "Yeah, sorry guys, I don't have my blue boots on, just my runners." Yeah,
See, but you show something of yourself. So You know, there's a voice. You just don't show your face. Hey, a lot of
Ice,
people don't.
here before, man. Sorry I missed you. I know you were here before. You said something, and then I guess I was too riled up at the time. Ice, it's always nice to see you on here. He's always insulting me, that fucker. All the time. I love Ice. I would meet him
Yeah,
in
cock
a
and
heart.
boots.
He's a nice guy. Very nice guy.
Shauna.
Very
Well,
funny.
Chamo, I gotta get going. I gotta go make dinner for my dad and mom and
Me
daughter.
too. I think I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go to Comox. Hey, Tucker. See, that's how close I am, man. I'm going to go to
Oh,
Comox to the casino. You want to come and join me?
bye,
Huh?
Maxine. Have a great day.
Maybe you want to sit at the poker table. Huh? And teach me a few things, Tucker. You can teach me how to play poker, man.
Hey,
Okay,
there you
Diana.
go. All right, Chama. Well, thank you. Love you. Thank you for coming on. It was fun. It was a pleasure. Hope we
Well,
can do it again. And
you heard the side of a Shamu that not too many people have heard.
it's
But
okay. I'll take it.
that's from my heart, and I don't take anything back.
That's it. And I'm not taking this down. So unless it's requested, but
Yeah,
it was.
I gotta make sure I record this and keep it for myself.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not taking it down. So it'll stay up.
Shauna, I said hello to you before, Shauna. You never said anything. I haven't seen you in such a long time.
I
How are you?
know. I see in side chats, but I can't chat in the side chat. So just kidding.
Yeah.
No, she just posts, I think, her coffee talks. So, all right. It was fun.
Okay,
Thank
take
you,
care.
everybody, for hanging out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Take care.
You too, Jamo. Take care. Bye
Bye.
bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody. Thank you for everybody who's hanging out still. I just want to say again that um, to everybody, I love you guys. You know who you are. You're always dear and, you know, dear to my heart. And I'm always here for you to listen, to talk, to yell at, to bitch at, to scream at. You could even slap me, but I might slap back. But Tucker, um, please, stop with the bashing. Stop. Nobody's bashing you anymore. Nobody wants to, um, belittle you, talk smack, do whatever. Everybody just wants peace. And I think that you are at the top of that list of the people who can put and bring peace to a community that has been racked with issues for the last year and a half. The circles are getting smaller, the hatred is getting bigger, um, the animosity, the disgust, the sadness, and the hurt is the worst. So, to you, dear Tucker, I want you to maybe think about this, maybe not. Maybe this will give you an idea that there are truly people out here in the world that, oh, I heard a whistle, that truly, truly care, not about the little things, but just about the honesty, the transparency, and, you know, would just like peace. So on this, I am going to go make dinner. I'm making fried polenta and ground like a bolognese over polenta. So everybody have a great, beautiful day. I'll see if I can pop up a stream maybe tonight if nobody's on. And I love and adore so many of you. So have a beautiful day. Bye.